Okay, hello once again YouTubers, Andy with you with another video. So it's about 8:30 in the morning, up at Savernake Forest, one of my favourite places to come and spend some time with my drones, and also taking the old mad dogs out for their walk. A bit of daily exercise for them. They really enjoy it up here, and so do I. Anyway, so I just want to start the video off really by giving you an update regarding the Mini 3. I've been trying a lot of this week to try and get something resolved with it, to no sort of great avail really. It's a bit complicated, this. I purchased the drone from a friend of mine who actually bought the care package, the care refresh. The refresh is actually attached to the serial number, the SN number of the drone, and not necessarily to the person who actually bought it, so it is transferable. Okay, so then the person who I bought the drone from, Adrian, he unbinded it from his account. Now, what I failed to do, and I obviously take complete responsibility, is that I didn't bind it to my account. If I'd have done that, then I would have had a chance perhaps of getting another drone. And the other thing is, I did have a conversation on the phone with DJI yesterday, and they said that they couldn't find the actual care refresh policy. And now I've got the receipt, and I didn't argue with them. I just said, look, this is the number, you know, this has all been bought and paid for. And I actually did send it to them in a live chat, and everything seemed to be fine there. Anyway, so I've been trying my very best to try and get this resolved. It seems like it's not going to happen, unfortunately. I'm not going to let it affect, you know, the flavour of the video, because, you know, I'm a very positive person. I think perhaps, you know, something good might come out of this, even if it's just to say to people, you know, if you have a drone, then I would say bind it to your account ASAP, which I failed to do. Yeah, that was completely down to me. You know, I was a busy year last year, moving house. I lost my taxi chauffeur business. I trying to start another kind of a business, which I'm kind of doing now. So, you know, all the family stuff going on as well, you know, binding a drone to one's account is like small fry. It's a nothing thing, but I failed to do it. And obviously I'm paying the price for that now. A bit gutting really, because the Mini 3 was probably one of the best drones I've ever had. And well, it is the best drone in the Mini series which I've ever had. And each and every drone for me does a different job, you know, so it all helps to create my video. So anyway, where do I go with this now? I don't know. I think I've hit a bit of a brick wall with this one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm out of ideas. I mean, it's possible that I could. I mean, clutching at straws here, it's possible that I could, and if I lived a bit closer, you know, to where I lost it in the sea, and it's not that far out, and that particular part of the sea goes quite a long way out, and it's not that deep. And I know pretty much exactly where it is, but the problem is with the tide going in and the tide coming out and whatever else. You could be halfway to Africa by now. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, the chances are that if I were to go down there and even drag it out, and that'd be a miracle in itself, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. But the lady did say on the phone from DJI, if you can get it to us, we'll fix it. Yeah, but what's that going to cost me? Because I haven't supposedly got the care package for it. Now, they did say that this drone has been unbinded from Adrian's account, but it's still binded to somebody else's account. There's someone else's email on that particular drone. And it's not Adrian's, it's none of mine. So I don't know, obviously she wouldn't say, but obviously it's bounded to someone's account. And Adrian bought the drone brand new several years ago from DJI. Anyway, guys, a bit of an update there regarding the situation. Still kind of ongoing. I don't think it's completely dead. I think there might be somebody from DJI watching this video, you know, saying, do you know what? Yeah, he's a little bit hard done by there, because the drone did have a bit of an issue with the gimbal. And I did manage to get the files and show that and send the files off to them with the drone going in the drinks. Yeah, never mind, but there we go. Anyway, guys, on with the video. I'll probably talk more about this throughout this video when I'm flying the drone. Anyway, it's a lovely day today up at Savernake Forest. I'm not going to let the disappointment ruin what is going to be a fantastic morning's flying in and around this just wonderful wood. Okay, right, DJI Flip, Savernake Forest. Let's have a bit of a fly around. Shooting at 4K, 60 frames per second. We'll give this a go then. Right, going to be taking you first of all out of the forest itself. You can have a look for yourself. We'll take you up and out. Stick it on sports mode, I think.
Home point updated.
Okay, right. Such a lovely place, this. Right, so we're here this morning once again, Savernake Forest. There is just something special about these large places, you know. I really enjoyed our time down at the New Forest Tuesday, today being Friday. Yeah, just a wonderful place to be. Yeah, I just really love these places, you know, just a sense of freedom it actually gives me. The sense of just being part of something which is really amazing as well, you know, forgetting about the shit show which is the world at the moment. Right, so I would normally be doing this with the Mini 3. Obviously, the Mini 3 is in the drink at the moment, and that's not going to be coming out anytime soon, I don't think. So I've got to use this one, I'm afraid, for now. Although it's a great drone, but I much prefer to use this thing in the forest, just flying around. But unfortunately, I'm kind of unable to do that. Well, yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So we're going to take it off of sports mode. We shall go on to cruise mode. And we're just going to have a little looky in the wood. Just to fly it around, just to see what there is in here. Not been in here for a few days, mind, so yeah. Okay, I have got the ND filter on. And I've got my settings all correctly set up for that. So I'm hoping we're going to be getting some really nice footage. I'm just going to fly it slightly away from the sunlight. It's acting a bit of a devil on the old screen there as it flashes by. Weather is starting to come to the end of this very nice period of calm weather we've been experiencing in the UK now for a number of weeks, I suppose it seems. I have not seen much in the way of rain at all, and the ground is ever so dry now, so we do need some rain on my carrots, which I've planted, and green beans and whatever else I've put in the garden, different flowers and shrubs and things. So yeah, the garden back at home is looking really quite nice now, so it's all good. Okay. Yeah, just had a very sad phone call from an old friend of mine. His wife unfortunately passed away on Tuesday. If you're watching, John, God bless you. You're in my thoughts and my prayers. They've been married for, I think, over 45 years or thereabouts. So, yeah, even more reason really to live life to the full when you've got it, when you're able to, and that's kind of what I try and do, because you just never know when your last day is going to be. So make every day, or live every day as if it's your last day. You know, my philosophy in life is very simple, guys, to be honest. Just try and do good to people. Just try and be the best person you can possibly be. Be kind, be caring, be loving, be helping, and all the rest of it. Try not to be a pain in the ass to people. Okay, it's just a very simple rule of life, really. Okay, just try and live your life the best way you possibly can. Be a help to people and don't be a hindrance. I think that's probably a good philosophy, I think. You know, and I think that's a good teaching. That's basically what Jesus taught, you know. I have got a faith. You know, I do believe when you die, that isn't the end of it. I think our spirit does go on. You know, but I don't really talk about those kind of things. It's a hope which I have inside of me, put it that way, and you know, it gives me a lot of solace, you know, to think when we do pass on, we just passing through rather than that's the end. But there we go. Okay, right. Now, come on. Let's have a look in here then, guys, shall we? Let's just see if we can see some wonderments of nature. Let's envelop ourselves with natural beauty. And there's a whole load of it around here. I just love to explore the wildness. When I'm out here, I can just completely forget about this shit show which the world is at the moment. You know, the state of the nation, not only you know, the UK, but other places as well. The whole state of the world. You know, there's a lot of negativity out there, but this, you know, it just melts into the background when I'm concentrating fully on keeping this thing in a fairly straight line, and a flyable state, of course. So I'm just glitching up slightly on my phone here, so I'm just going to bring it back in a homeward direction. But I'm just kind of hunting through the woods really, just to see what there is. We might see some deer, we might see some yetis or something. You never know, but it's just nice to see the wildness of nature firsthand, really. Yeah, it's lovely. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so regarding the Mini 3, yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't think it was pilot error, because I wouldn't on purposely, you know, ditch it in the water, would I? Why would any person want to do that? You know, I think it had a bit of an issue with the gimbal. That was evident looking at the cache files, which I managed. That was a bit of a job, I tell you, to get those files off of my RC unit onto my phone. I did make a video just to show how it can be done. And I hope people, if they come up with the same problem, you know, can go to that video and see how I did it. Okay, right. A bit tricky around here. Got to take my time. But no. Yeah. So, yeah, disappointing really. I just put a bit of a bit of a dark shadow over what was a fantastic day. You know, I do love my drones. You know, they're almost part of the family in the sense. You know. The way I just love drones, flying drones. I just love what they do. I love everything about drones, you know. Take them out to places like this, and this is just amazing for me. And I'm hoping you guys, you know, on the other side of the screen there are kind of, you know, getting something from it as well. Just getting out here in nature, you know, is just, I think we need this, you know. Just seems to be so much negativity at the moment, you know, around the world, and yeah. Anyway, okay. Just lovely in the woods. The birds are singing. There's hardly a breath of wind in the forest. Oh, hello. Okay, a bit of a knock there. You know, that's a good thing about, you know, the flip. It can take a bit of a hit, as you just saw. And it recovered quite well. The problem is, if it completely just, you know, goes down into the ground, then you're not going to be able to take it off, just because it's the props are very low to the ground. So therefore it's going to have a problem taking off. But with the Neo, it's something different. It will take off from the ground. Okay. Right, we're just going to go through here. We just bring it back to myself, I think. And I think what we'll do then, I think we'll go and investigate another parts of the forest. I'm going to bring it back to my home point, and we'll take it somewhere else, different part of the forest. Whoops. And we'll fly again. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we've moved several hundred meters away from where we were before. Going to take the drone, I think, over in this direction. Right, we're just going to investigate over here, really, just have a little,
point updated.
A little fly around, just to see what there is in this lovely wood. Yeah. Anyway, so I went on a Facebook page yesterday, and I put out a bit of a notice as if anyone's found a drone, a DJI Mini 3. This is the LEPI or Leap page. They've got a specific page on Facebook for themselves. The people down by that part of the world, and you never know. It might get washed up, you know, on the shore somewhere. There's a massive tidal kind of a shift there, so you never know. Someone might actually find it, you know, on the beach or something. It might get washed up, I don't know, but it would be nice just to get it back, just to see if I can perhaps clean it out or something. Just glitching up slightly. I'm just going to bring it back in a general direction of my homeward point, just work my way back through the forest. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, stick on the big screen, guys. I've not spotted anything myself yet. Just casually having a bit of a fly around the wood, just to see if I can see something, kind of jumping or hopping or whatever. And I haven't seen anything yet. I mean, what I'm doing basically is just looking straight down the middle of my screen. I'm not looking left or right, so I might be missing some things, but when I get back home on my edit suite, I can then analyze it a bit better. But what I'm generally doing when I'm flying in the woods is not looking left or right. I'm just looking basically where the drone is flying and picking a little route through, just trying to plan a path, you know, keeping away from the trees, keeping away from the twigs and the branches. And if something kind of jumps out, you know, then I can obviously see it. But at the moment, Haven't spotted anything. We'll just take it over here, have a fly over here, shall we, and take it back in to the wood. I'm down to 26% battery power, so it's going to start barking at me fairly soon. And when it does that, then I generally just kind of take it back. But we're just going to take it in for as long as we possibly can. Get every ounce of power out of this battery. Whoops. Ooh, here we go, here we go. Oh, I think I'm down. Okay, we just crashed. Not to worry, it's not too far away. How we go and pick it up, and that's probably going to be it, 26%. Yeah. Okay, right. DJI Neo, 4K 30 frames per second. Get filming. I much prefer to hand launch rather than from the ground, just because, like I found the other day from the beach, you kind of launch it from the ground, sand kicks up, gets in all the workings, and I think that's where the problem probably was. Going to take you up, I think. Just going to set my altitude, make sure I'm okay. Right, okay, we should be okay to head on up. Right, bit of clear airspace. Now, is it going to let me go higher than 100 meters or so? Let's find out.
Max altitude reached.
Okay, it's not going to let me, but not to worry. It just gives us a bit of an idea, really, whereabouts I am sort of working in this part of the forest at the moment. Going to be flying sort of in and around here. You know, this part. Okay, it's not going to let me go any higher, I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll take it in, I think. But we just take it through. This does react somewhat differently to the flip. When you turn, it turns a lot sharper, as you'll find out in a moment, like that, for instance. It really does kind of turn quite sharp. Oh. Okay, we just fly over here. Yeah, do you know what? I kind of think that DJI kind of owe me one, really. You know, the amount of people who've come to me and they said, I've gone out and bought a DJI Neo because of what I've seen on your videos. It looks really good. You know, so I do think that DJI kind of need to perhaps reciprocate the favour in a sense, you know. I don't know how many people have actually come to me and said, look, you know, because of what you do, I've now gone out and bought one. There must be at least a dozen or more people, you know, which is great. I think it's a fantastic kind of a little sport to get into. It really does test your drone flying skills. It really does. You've really got to be sharp on the stick, and you got to think fast as well. It really does make you think quick. You know, you're looking at a gap, you're trying to find a place to fly into, you know, and you haven't got a lot of time when you're belting it around. You really haven't. Yeah, the Neo's great. It's a really good drone. You can get through all the small little gaps and things. It really is. Yeah, it's a really good test. A bit low, that one. I just got away with it. I'm always looking for a little gap just to fly into, just to give myself a whoops, just a bit of a challenge, really, I suppose. Yeah, it's a bit busy around here, isn't it? It's a lot going on, isn't there, with the trees and the branches and the twigs, things just coming up kind of from the ground. It does make it a little bit tricky, let's say. Alright, I'm just going to take it around the back of the tree. Take it over here. Just try and do a bit of low level flying if we can. Just fly into some danger. Like that, for instance. Get a bit of a kick out of that. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of hoping that DJI sort of like pick up on my video, you know, and listen to what I have to say. Yeah, I think I've been a pretty good salesperson for DJI, I think, over the past year or so with my videos. Yeah, people coming back to me and saying, look, you know, I like what you do, Andy. I've gone out and ordered myself a Flip, or I've ordered myself a Neo, or whatever else, you know. So, yes, it would be nice to get a little bit of good news back from them, let's say. I'm hopeful. I'm a glass half full kind of a person myself. Always try to look on the, let's say, the bright side of life. Yes, even when it's a bit dull sometimes. Okay. Right, let's see what's around here then, shall we? Go and investigate this part of the wood. There's a lot going on, isn't there? You wouldn't want to be doing this really too much with your Flip, because you just know it probably wouldn't end well. Okay. But with the Neo, you certainly can. It's small enough. I think when the Neo 2 comes out, that's going to be definitely worth a little look at, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying that. I think that's going to be an awesome machine. I'm not sure what the price is going to be set at. I think if they're going to put a load of technology into it, you know, it's going to be something similar to the Avata, isn't it? Whoops, okay, just have a bit of a problem here, a bit of an altercation with a branch or something. Kind of got away with it though. Yeah, so I think if they do introduce the Neo 2 with all this technology, it's going to be not a lot different to the Avatas, and we all know what price they are. I'd love to get an Avata mine, but I'm afraid my pocket just won't stretch to that at the moment. You never know. DJI might, you know, they might send me one. You never know. Stranger things have happened. Into the dark wood.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
We're just gonna take it to absolute limit when it absolutely starts screaming at me.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
That's where I'm going to take it back. Okay, right. Just going to move it towards the home point again. Just going to go through a little avenue here, just dodging and weaving the twigs and whatever else. Just such a natural kind of obstacle course, really. Trees, forests. It really does sharpen up your drone flying skills. Oh, oh, hello. Oh, here we go. Goodness me. Yeah, living life by the seat of my pants. Oh gosh. Okay, right. I have got another battery, so I'm probably okay to go, I think. And now it's screaming at me, so I'm going to bring it back, I think. Yes, 3 batteries gone, but I've had an absolute blast out here once again. I always do. So just a great way for myself really to just separate myself from the world just for a while. I think we all kind of need that, don't we? Especially the way things are at the moment with the kind of the markets the way they are, you know, war in Ukraine and the Gaza Strip and just whatever else. It's really just worth just blocking it out. Just, I know it's the elephant in the room and it's difficult to do that, but I think, you know, for sanity's sake, you know, to keep us on the level, just get rid of it, just block it out. You know, the world's going to do what it's going to do, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and what I do is just get into places like this where it's completely wild. It's absolutely mad out here, and I can just love it, and the dogs love a walk as well. And I see the new greens coming through, the sunlight pouring through the trees. I mean, this is a special place, isn't it? A special place. Anyway, guys, if you like this kind of thing, please like and subscribe. Trying to make the channel grow. It's kind of going in the right direction at the moment, but I want to keep obviously making more content. This is what I do. I get out to places like this and I fly my drones just to really get up close and personal to nature. And I just love it out here. It's a really special place for myself. Anyway, guys, just want to say thanks for watching. Take care. And as always, bye for now. And I will see you on the next one in a few days' time. Cheers. Bye-bye.